Hey buddy, thanks for clicking on this video and welcome to our channel, Fact Hunters. In this video, we will take you through the top 10 unknown facts about India. If you're new to this channel, then here's our introduction. We here at Fact Hunters are a bunch of knowledge lovers and we like to share our knowledge, which we do by creating and sharing some interesting fact videos daily on our channel. So, if you would like to have our content on your feed, then please don't forget to subscribe to our channel. So without wasting any more time, let's begin. Number 10. The Kumbh Mela Gathering in India is visible from space. Kumbh Mela is a major pilgrimage and festival in Hinduism. It is celebrated in a cycle of approximately 12 years at four river bank pilgrimage sites, the Prayagraj, Haridwar, Nashik, and Ujjain. The festival is marked by a ritual dip in the waters, but it is also a celebration of community commerce with numerous fairs, education, religious discourses by saints, mass feedings of monks or the poor, and entertainment spectacle. The Kumbh Mela festival in the northern Indian city of Allahabad is billed as the largest gathering of humanity on earth, with 110 million people to attend over 49 days. It was so huge that the gathering was clearly visible from space. Number 9. Snakes and ladders, Ludo, and chess were originated in India. Ludo is a strategy board game in which players race their tokens from start to end according to rolls of a single die.
Ludo is derived from the Indian game Pachisi.
Snake and Ladders is a world-renowned classic board game which is originally known as Moksha Padam. Snakes and Ladders was originated in ancient India. Chess is a two-player strategic board game that is believed to be derived from an Indian board game, Chaturanga, even before the 7th century. So, you can see most of the board games were originated in India and they also have a special part in Indian history as a board game known as Chaucer sparked a flame between the Kauravas and Pandavas and led to the epic battle of Mahabharata, which is considered to be one of the most destructive battles of all times. Number 8. Diamonds were first mined in India. Diamonds were first mined in the Golconda district of India around 4,000 to 5,000 years ago. Golconda established itself as a diamond trading center until the 19th century. It was the only source of fine, big, and rare diamonds in the whole world. Golconda is the source of very popular gems like Kohinoor, Nizam, Regent, Orlam, and many more rare diamonds. And for Kohinoor, it is still the biggest diamond in the world. The colonial power in India took Kohinoor from India by doing some cheating in between the Hindu-Muslim war. The Kohinoor can be still seen on the crown of Queen Elizabeth and the United Kingdom has still not returned it to India. Gotta say, what a shame. Apart from this, until the 18th century, India was considered to be the only source of diamonds. Number 7. Ben Kingsley, Freddie Mercury are both of Indian descent. Almost all of you know about the British actor, Ben Kingsley. If you can't remember, let me remind you, he played the warden in the one of the best mindfuck movie, Shutter Island. I think now you got it. Okay, so let's get back on point. All of you know him but I can say that probably none of you know his real name. It's Krishna Pandit Banji. Yeah, you heard that right or wrong maybe, Indian names are hard to be pronounced. He wasn't actually born in India, he was born in England but his father was an Indian. So, he shares an Indian descent. He also appeared in many famous movies like Gandhi, Schindler's List, Prince of Persia, and many more. Like Ben Kingsley, the famous music band The Queen's frontman and lead singer, Freddie Mercury also shares an Indian descent and in this case, he was born in India. His real name is Farrukh Bulsara. Shocked. We were too when we first heard of that. The legendary singer has delivered hits like We Will Rock You, We Are the Champions and Bohemian Rhapsody which is considered as one of the best songs of all times. The band's performance at Wembley Stadium is considered to be one of the greatest stage performances of all times. Number 6. Shakuntala Devi, an Indian woman was given the title Human Computer. Shakuntala Devi was an Indian writer and mental calculator popularly known as the human computer. Now, all of you'll ask for the reason she is called so. To know this, we have to go back to 1977 in the Southern Methodist University where Shakuntala Devi gave the 23rd root of a whopping 201-digit number correctly. Her calculations were confirmed by the Univac 1101 computer for which a special program was written to perform such a long calculation. On 18 June 1980 at the Imperial College of London, she multiplied two random 13-digit numbers and answered correctly in 28 seconds. Just one word. Wow. And these are just a few of the miracles she has done in her lifetime, and this video is too short to cover them all. So, let's move on to the next fact. Number 5. Sugar was first consumed in India. The first chemically refined sugar appeared in India about 2,500 years ago. Before this, sugar was considered unimportant until Indians discovered methods for turning sugarcane juice into granulated crystals that were easier to store and transport. The earliest reference to sugar is found in some Chinese manuscripts from the 8th century BCE, which states that the use of sugar originated in India. Now, in most of the parts of the world, sugar is an important part of the human diet, making food tasteful and providing energy. According to some sources, sugar consumption is highest in the United States, followed by Germany and the Netherlands, and it all began in ancient India. Number 4. The first Indian rocket was transported on bicycle. About 53 years ago, two young passionate scientists, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam and his friend Dr. Vikram Sarabhai, made India's first ever rocket, which was transported on a bicycle and launched from a church, which announced the birth of modern space age in India. Just think for a second, guys here are transporting serious rockets on a bicycle and launching them from some church, and kids here are complaining of not having an iPhone. What's your excuse now? So, if you're done thinking, then let's move back to our point. There was something in the small town of Thumba which caught the eyes of the young brilliant scientist Dr. Vikram Sarabhai. It was a small church that was located on Earth's magnetic equator. The magnetic equators have an equatorial electrojet, which is a stream of electrons whizzing around the sky. The first rocket sent by any space program, the sounding rocket, test and study these electrons. Dr. Vikram Sarabhai thought that the church was the best place to launch the first rocket of India, and then he and his friend, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, along with other fellow scientists, launched India's first rocket from a small church, which was actually transported to the church on a bicycle. Number 3. Science Day in Switzerland is dedicated to ex-ISRO chief APJ Abdul Kalam. The Swiss government announced 26 May as Science Day because on this day the passionate and legendary scientist who was the ex-ISRO chief and ex-president of India, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, arrived in Geneva, Switzerland. The Switzerland government greatly admired Kalam's expertise in science and technology and announced his arrival date in Switzerland as Science Day to honor him and give him the respect he for sure deserves. So, let's move on to the next fact, cause there isn't much interesting stuff to tell you about this one. Number 2. Water on Moon was discovered by India. Lunar water is the water present on the Moon, which was first observed by the Indian lunar satellite, Chandrayaan-1 on 14 November 2008. The Chandrayaan-1 orbiter got separated from it at a height of 100 kilometers and got stuck to the lunar south pole. The impact was controlled and the probe hit the designated spot. The location of impact was Shackleton Crater and point of impact was Jawahar Point. When the probe touched the soil, the MIP ejected the lunar soil off the ground and revealed the presence of water ice on the Moon's surface for the first time in history. And here's the last fact of today. Number 1. Famous Mumbai Bridge, Bandra-Worli Sea Link has steel wired equal to Earth's circumference. The Bandra-Worli Sea Link, officially called Rajiv Gandhi Sea Link, is a cable-stayed bridge with pre-stressed concrete steel viaducts on either side that links Bandra in the western suburbs of Mumbai with Worli in South Mumbai. The length of steel wires used in the construction of the Bandra-Worli Sea Link, Mumbai, is equivalent to the Earth's circumference. The 8-lane Sea Link, constructed at a cost of 16 billion, is the first cable-stayed bridge on the open sea in India. Its weight is equivalent to that of 50,000 African elephants and its length is 63 times that of Qutub Minar.